This is my Durafly Gloster Gladiator. I mean, out of all the horse airplanes I've tried and purchased and owned and flown, I mean, this is something special. So first off, I mean, I'm not really too happy maybe about the Durafly build on many horse airplanes, and but this one is, I mean, once you just assemble this one and assemble it again, I think you just start to get the hang of it, and it's just a fantastic horse airplane. I think it's one of the coolest looking, like old warbirds I've tried at least. And the thing is, this one didn't come with a pilot, but right now I have a pilot figure inside, so I found this suitable guy. I'm not sure what I purchased him, but I just had it in my toolbox. And this is a only 4S compatible RS airplane. And it's also kind of interesting because you just have to put the battery all the way forward and have this foam piece inside. So it's a kind of an odd design really, that you have this foam piece to hold the battery in place, which honestly just works fine. So, I mean, without further ado, let's go outside and get this lovely Gloster Gladiator flying. This is just a marvel of an RS airplane. And when this one was released, I think it just came out of the blue from Hobby King then. And I don't know, as I recollect, I just saw it and placed an order right away because this was just kind of the right price. Very interesting model in a P&P configuration also. So I just had to try one, and I'm really glad I did because I'm just loving this RS airplane. It's I mean, it's so enjoyable to fly. I don't think that it compares to anything else really. I mean, it doesn't fly like any of the other biplanes I've tried, and it really doesn't fly like any other RS airplane either in any sort really. And also so, I mean, it's able at the same time at being very gentle and controllable. So I mean, just doing a snap roll, it does it with grace, nothing odd. So you can surely do really fun and aerobatic tricks with this RS airplane. You can also fly, you know, just sporty or slower or more scale-like. I think regardless of light, kind of the silver finish and the shape of the RS airplane, dual wings, then it makes this one really easy to orientate. You can put it on the side just and do a nice knife edge as well. Let's loop the roll on top. It has the power. Usually I set the timer for 5 minutes, which I think is a good time. I think you can probably just do more time, flying time if you like to, and if you go more docile, but I like to just toss my RS airplanes around. And mine then I have a Spektrum AR630 receiver, and I mean I have just a bunch of 630, 631 and 637T receivers, and the disadvantage then on the 630 is that it does have, as you just heard right now, does have more frame losses than the other receivers like the 631 or 637T, just because the antenna is integrated, so it's not as solid when it comes to reception then as the other two. I haven't experienced any kind of a bad stall behavior. I mean, the only thing then is that when you're about to land, and you really have to have just to flare this one in a good way.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Because chances are that will get kind of a nose over and just flip on its back. This field is kind of smooth, so usually no problems. If you have rougher grass, I think that's a little bit tricky, just to have the right speed and the right flare. That was a really nice landing. I certainly enjoy to fly this one every time. I mean, it's so able and well-controlled RC airplane. So I think everything from quite slow to just speedy and do aerobatics with this RC airplane, it is fantastic. I think the visibility, although it doesn't feature any LED lights, which I suppose would be kind of wrong also, it's just a great looking RC airplane, just fantastic. And also for a biplane then, just the right size. I think that 1.1 meter is just the perfect size for a biplane. It's not too large to haul around. You can manage this one quite well, and it's still really solid and visible in the sky. So there's only one negative thing, because I think that these wheels, they do look nice, but they doesn't roll too well. So I will just look into if I can improve the roll then on these a little bit, because this one does have a tendency, a quite strong tendency, when you're about to land. If you don't have like the right speed and flare, or if there's just rougher grass, this one will just flip over, which I don't think it's a problem really, but it does look really ugly. And then this tail part then you do have a lot of just scrape marks because you nose over this one. But overall, a fantastic RC airplane. I mean, it's difficult to find anything more beautiful than this one, because it's just odd and fantastic looking when you see this one in the sky.